has all of the bells and whistles, or the sort of luxuries that one would require from a metropolitan. It is slowly getting the transport infrastructure that isn't there completely yet, but it's getting there. Like, we're getting the metro, we are getting better roads, flyovers, everything is happening, but it's happening at its own pace. So that's the road and infrastructure. The second thing, the positive, is that there is a lot of mixture in the demography. So the population has a good mix of youngsters, middle-aged folks, and senior citizens as well. So rest assured, no matter which age group you belong to, you will find similar aged people with similar interests and similar mentalities. So that's a positive. The third is, I think, the facilities in terms of medical, like hospitals, or food, hospitality, entertainment, everything is in abundance. You won't find a shortage of any of these things. So you'll find hubs where there are a lot of hotels. You'll find hospitals conveniently placed in all key areas, spread over all key areas. You'll find avenues for entertainment, like your theaters, malls, for shopping, and you'll also find activities like, sorry, I thought someone was going to stop suddenly. You'll also find activities for middle-aged or younger people. You can go out, play some games. There are good fields, grounds out here where you can engage in sports activities as well. And there are training facilities, there are swimming pools. So I think it's a good mix. It's a good developed city, and it continues to develop further. So that's a good thing. From the cons perspective, or the negative aspect, the largest one might be the growing population, which is true for all Indian cities, larger cities. So that's not a surprise, but yeah, it's getting a bit worse. Now the roads might be good, but the traffic is getting worse. Typically, distances that took me 7 to 8 minutes about 5 years back or 10 years back now take almost an hour. So traffic situation is getting worse. I'm not really sure, given the Pune mentality, how many people will adopt this new infrastructure, metro, etc. I hope a lot of people do. I intend to myself, whenever I want to travel distances or routes that are covered by the metro, I definitely intend to use the metro once it starts working on the routes that I travel to. Currently it does not. Then the second thing is the mentality, in the sense that people prefer convenience highly over cost. So they prefer having a two-wheeler, moped or motorcycle for traveling, and it's just last mile travel, right? It takes you to the doorstep of the place that you want to be in. So that's the reason that many people prefer to have their own motorcycles or two-wheelers instead of using the public transit. The current public transit is in a semi-improved state. Like, the old buses are now replaced by electric buses, which are I have traveled once or twice, not too many times, but are in a better state. They have air conditioning, which is critical for the weather of Pune, and they also seem to have better service. So, but then there are also the older buses plying on the same routes, so it's not always a given that you'll get a better bus to travel in. And then there is also the smaller public transit, that is the rickshaws, Ubers and Olas of the world. So the good thing about Uber, Ola is that it is really a well-oiled machine, and I have personally used it many times. I book it for family, and it's convenient, it's cost effective, it isn't exorbitant. I am yet to hear of a fare hike or extra fare surge being charged. Of course, those who commute daily might be facing that, but the Uber Ola situation is much better. Along with this, I think the overall experience of Pune is improving with addition of more people from across the country, and we also see an influx of expats or foreigners moving to Pune just because it has all of the required facilities, and it costs less than a metro like a Bombay or a Mumbai and Bengaluru, or Delhi for that matter. So yeah, so Pune is uniquely placed in the sense that climate is average. You won't find really too extreme heat or too extreme cold or too extreme rains. So we're on a plateau across from the Sahyadris, so that's a good thing. You'll also find the temperament of a typical Punekar very welcoming and happy, joyful. Unless you're driving in traffic, then they won't be joyful. And yeah, so Pune is a good place to come to. You should definitely consider it. The only thing from a long-term perspective I find is that with the population comes the higher level of competition. So if you're thinking from a job prospect, you need to be competitive enough. If you're thinking from students' education perspective, you need to be competitive. You need to be really good to get admissions in good colleges, in good courses. So that competition definitely lies. Plus, it is more of a tropic climate, so you'll get typical 3 seasons. So you'll get a clear rainy season, a clear winter season, and a very, very, very hot summer season. So it isn't like some of our western counterparts that it can rain at any point of time. So it's a defined, like it is like a demarcated 3.5 month period when it's raining. Okay, then there are 3 to 4 months when now it's winter, and then 3 to 4 months where it's clearly hot summer happening. So yeah, I think the only thing that I despise, or the only season that I despise, is summer. Ironically, everyone loves summer because you equate it with summer holidays, right? Vacations. But I've been working for about 25 years now, and that attraction of summer is gone. So sorry, not 25, 20 years or more, 21. Don't quote me on this. So that's that's about Pune, and I'm gonna cut this one short. Let's see how the shorter video gets a good response, or people still want to continue the longer format. It was nice talking to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.